In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to examine the comments and the rubric on your writing assignments. So I'm going to go to the grade book, and I'm in student preview mode, so it should look like yours. And I have a couple of things that I'll want to do with this assignment. So here's the art assignment. I can look at the rubric and I can look at the comments on the essay itself. It's two separate steps. So first thing I want to do is view the rubric. So what you'll see is the whole rubric, and you'll see highlighted in a darker shade of blue what category you scored for that particular item. I did a pretty good job on the essay, but there's one error or one problem spot here we'll look at in a second. If you see the word feedback, that's something additional that I typed in. Otherwise, I just click the box and you can read what it says, right? But if I had something additional to say, for instance, under sources, I noted that the sources on this essay were a bit old. So look and see if I gave you any additional comments, and this will help you too if you have to do a revision. This box I had problems with because I didn't make it long enough. Remember, we had talked about that in class. And I have a gradated point system here of how many points to take off, so I have to subtract that manually from the total. So since I was between 600 and 675 words, I lost 60 points on this essay. So that adds up here. So 300 instead of the 300, it's been overridden with a value of 240 because I took out that 60 points, right? So my score is 240 out of 300. If I wanted to do a revision, I could and beef it up with whatever comments were made both on the rubric and on the essay itself, and I'll show you that in the next step. There's also some overall feedback, not long enough per instructions. I'm going to exit out of there. I suspect if I type on this comment box here, it'll just give that feedback, that one little thing, not long enough. But that doesn't tell you everything that you need to know. You need to look at the rubric, and then you need to look at the essay itself. So view rubric, and up here typing on the title of the assignment will take you to the entire essay and the comments I made on it. All right. So as you go through, you see these little red like post-it notes with a line, but the line doesn't attach to anything, so it's difficult to see what the comment is. If I come over here to comments and markups, I've got the comments, but again, they don't line up with the comments I've actually pointed out in the essay. So I can X out this box up here, the comments and markup box, and that moves out of the way so I can actually see the insertion point leading over to the comments that were made. All right, so as I scroll through, I can see what the comments are and decide if I'm going to revise anything. Remember that for this essay, I'm going to look at the first body paragraph only in terms of errors in editing, spelling, grammar, that sort of thing. I'm not going to go through your entire essay and mark up everything that's wrong. That's not my job, right? But just make the assumption that if I mark up several errors and they're all about subject-verb agreement or dropped S's or missing apostrophes or whatever you're doing wrong, that if you're going to do a revision, you should probably go through all your remaining paragraphs and see if you've done the same thing there, because if you've done it in one place, you've probably done it in another. But all the other comments I make will be like formatting, things if I have any comments about how you've done your page numbers or things like that, I will point those out to you. And that is all you need to know.